Hi, thanks for being with me today. I'm Sandy Eagon with Keller Williams Realty in Marysville, and today I'm talking about how buying a house or selling a house actually creates memories that builds your faith. You may know that buying and selling real estate is one of the top 5 most stressful things people go through in their life. It's right along with death, divorce, losing a job, losing a loved one. Those are the biggies. And real estate has so much to do with our stability and our home that it can be very difficult. One of my clients was going through that situation, not the bad things that go along with it. It was really good because they'd already gone through the tough stuff, and now they had been rebuilding and they were ready to purchase again. And it was a very exciting time, except the lender was creating problems where there actually weren't any. They were treating them as if they had gone through a foreclosure when they hadn't. Enough about the specifics, but we were talking about how to deal with it, and that's a lot of what we do when we're helping people buy and when we're helping people sell. It's not just about the transaction that's in front of us. It's about how do we deal with it. And we were in a time when the lender just needed to do their job and there wasn't anything else that my buyer could do. And he said something, I'm not going to get the exact conversation right, but it was something like, I know I'm supposed to give this to God, but I just keep going and picking it back up again. I'm sure you can relate to that. We all have times where we give it to God and we say, okay, God, you handle this because I can't do it. And then we go pick it back up again and we start worrying, and what if I can do this, and what if I can take care of that? And at that point I said to him, he's a Boeing guy like a lot of my clients. I said, right now there is nothing you can do about this. You do need to go work, and you have a plane to build, and you have people to take care of, and you have fires there that need to get put out, but there is nothing you can do here. You need to go let the lender do their job. And I think that's when he said, I know I keep giving it to God so I can do my work, but I just keep taking it back again. So I thought, well, what if we look at this a little differently? God said over and over again in the Bible, remember when. Remember when I brought you out of Egypt. Remember when I gave you manna, that's bread, food to eat every day. Remember when I sent you quail. Remember when I gave you water to drink. Over and over again, he delivered and he provided for the Israelites. They were his chosen people. And those promises remain the same today, because he says that he is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So I said, I think the Lord is creating a remember when for you. We can't remember when he did great things for us. We can't remember when he delivered us. We can't remember when he provided for us when no one else could, if we didn't have those moments to go through. And he said, yeah, I know, but I'm just mad I even have to go there. I get it. I so get it. It's not fair. We shouldn't have to go through this. We've already done the work. We've held up our end of the bargain. But here we are. And guess what? God is creating a remember when. I wish it could say it got immediately better. It didn't. It actually got worse. But then it picked up. And out of the ashes, it came back to life. We thought we were completely done. There was nothing else we could do. And the lender said, I know that my company can't do this for you. My company is interpreting this incorrectly, but I know someone who can. And he introduced us to a different lender. And in 8 days, I was handing my client the keys. And I got to say, remember when? Remember when we thought it was done? And back, remember when we had that conversation about what God can do? God has promised to deliver us. He has promised to provide for us. He says in Deuteronomy 31:6, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. And then that is echoed again in Hebrews 13:5. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. In Philippians 4:19, the word says, and my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus. Turn that around. My God will meet all my needs according to his riches in glory in Christ Jesus. So we don't just have words in the Bible that are supposed to make us a better person or that are supposed to help us think about heavenly things. They're supposed to help us with what's happening right now. And your situations in real life today, whether you're buying a house, whether you're selling a house, whether you're talking to your children or your husband or your wife, whether you're figuring out how to deal with coworkers at work, that's not supposed to be just an earthly conversation either. The heavenly is supposed to come into the earthly, and the earthly goes into the heavenly. It's all a mix. And I am so honored that I got the joy to talk to my client in such a way that really matters. And he has a big remember when about God coming through for him and for his family and taking care of them. That is my utter joy to be able to come alongside. So if there is anything I can help you with, whether it is real estate or talking to your kids or your coworkers or whatever it is, let me know. I'm glad to be a resource for you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you next time.